Cheddar cheese. This flavor is a staple in the Philippines, where it is often referred to as queso ice cream. It typically features a base of creamy vanilla or a mild cheese-infused custard mixed with actual chunks of salty cheddar. The appeal lies in the sharp contrast between the cold, sweet dairy and the savory, slightly waxy texture of the cheese. It is a practical example of how salt can enhance the perception of sweetness while adding a sophisticated depth to a standard dessert. Sweet corn. Popular across Latin America and parts of Southeast Asia, this flavor highlights the natural sugar found in fresh corn kernels. The ice cream is often made by steeping corn in milk or blending a fine corn puree directly into the cream base. It results in a profile that is earthy and buttery, reminiscent of summer harvests. While it might seem unusual to those accustomed to corn as a side dish, the vegetable's high starch content contributes to an exceptionally smooth and dense mouthfeel. Jalapeño chili chocolate. This bold combination draws inspiration from ancient Mesoamerican traditions, where cocoa was frequently consumed with intense spices. The dark chocolate provides a rich, bitter foundation that prevents the sugar from becoming overwhelming, while the infusion of pepper provides a lingering warmth at the back of the throat. The cold temperature of the ice cream provides a physical cooling sensation that works against the chemical heat of the capsaicin, ensuring the experience is flavorful rather than painful. It is a classic pairing because the fats in the cream help to coat the tongue, allowing the bright vegetal notes of the pepper to shine through the sweetness. Wasabi. Often found in Japanese specialty shops, this flavor utilizes the pungent, sinus-clearing heat of the Japanese horseradish. Unlike chili peppers, wasabi's intensity is sharp and fleeting, which allows the sweetness of the sugar to quickly rush back in and soothe the palate. The natural green hue of the plant creates a striking appearance, and when executed well, the flavor is more floral and herbal than one might expect from a condiment typically reserved for sushi. Olive oil. This has become a favorite in high-end artisanal creameries, particularly those focusing on Mediterranean ingredients. A high-quality, extra-virgin olive oil is emulsified into the ice cream base, replacing some of the traditional milk fat with plant-based fats. This results in a texture that is remarkably silky and soft, even when frozen. The flavor is often described as grassy or peppery, often finished with a pinch of sea salt to bring out the fruity notes of the oil. Bacon. This flavor rose to prominence during the trend of mixing sweet and savory breakfast elements. The process involves candy coating small bits of bacon to keep them crunchy before folding them into a maple or brown sugar-flavored base. The smokiness of the meat cuts through the richness of the dairy, creating a profile that mimics a full breakfast plate. It relies on the Maillard reaction, the browning of sugars and proteins, to provide a deep caramelized taste. Garlic. The Gilroy Garlic Festival in California helped popularize this seemingly impossible dessert. The garlic is usually roasted or simmered in milk to mellow its harshness and bring out its latent sugars before being mixed into a vanilla foundation. While the aroma remains unmistakably pungent, the actual taste is surprisingly mild and nutty. It serves as a testament to the versatility of aromatics when they are balanced with enough fat and sugar to temper their intensity. Brown bread. This is a traditional Irish dessert flavor that provides a unique take on the concept of cookies and cream. It involves toasted breadcrumbs, often sweetened with molasses or brown sugar, being swirled into a plain cream base. The breadcrumbs add a chewy, slightly gritty texture and a malty, toasted flavor that feels rustic and comforting. It is a historical way of using leftover ingredients to create a sophisticated texture that mimics the taste of a fresh bakery. Activated charcoal. This variety is visually striking for its jet black color, which is achieved by incorporating food-grade charcoal made from coconut shells or wood. Despite its dramatic appearance, the charcoal itself is tasteless, so it is often paired with vanilla, coconut, or lemon to provide a familiar flavor profile. The appeal is largely aesthetic and textural, as the fine powder can lend a very slight, earthy density to the cream. It became a global social media sensation primarily because of the stark contrast it provides against traditional brightly colored toppings. Ube. This vibrant purple yam from the Philippines has gained international fame for its naturally brilliant hue and mellow, sweet flavor. Unlike regular sweet potatoes, ube has a nutty profile with hints of vanilla and pistachio that translate perfectly into a frozen medium. To make the ice cream, the yam is boiled, mashed, and combined with condensed milk to create a thick jam called ube halaya, which is then folded into the dairy. Its popularity stems from its ability to offer a complex, floral sweetness that feels both exotic and deeply comforting to the palate. Exploring these flavors reminds us that the culinary world is constantly evolving, driven by curiosity and a willingness to break established rules. What begins as a strange experiment often reveals new dimensions of taste, proving that even the most unusual ingredients can find a home in a simple scoop of ice cream. The real question is, which one of these would you actually be brave enough to try, and which one do you think should never return to the freezer?